Welcome to the University of Michigan-Dearborn's 2025 Alumni Difference Makers Awards. Thank you for joining us for this very special occasion as we celebrate this year's Alumni Difference Makers. My name is Sonia Grant, and I will serve as your MC for today. Our official program will begin immediately following dinner. Until then, enjoy your conversations, meet some new people, and go blue and go Dearborn. Tonight, we're not just celebrating a university, we are actually celebrating a community. U of M-Dearborn has always been more than just a place to learn. It's a place where excellence is lived out every single day through teaching and learning and research and scholarships that not only shapes our students, but shapes the world around us. I stand before you as a very proud first-generation college student who came to this university many moons ago. I was a non-traditional student, I was a parent, I was a wife, as well as a working mother. U of M-Dearborn did more than just provide me with an education. This university nurtured me, it guided me, and gave me the flexibility that I needed to pursue my degree while balancing both a family as well as work. The community, the students, the faculty, they were essential to my success. When I graduated, I left with more than just a diploma. I left with confidence. Confidence that I could accomplish anything. U of M-Dearborn laid the foundation, a foundation that shifted the trajectory of my life as well as my career. Shortly after graduation, I earned a master's degree in social work from Wayne State University, and today I have the privilege of serving as the president and CEO of a state workforce agency in the state of Georgia. For me, U of M-Dearborn was the catalyst, and it launched my career. It helped shape my belief in what's possible and instilled in me the drive to make a difference. And for that, I am eternally grateful. This is why I love this university. It's because it's a dedication to investing in people, programs, and processes, which is why the output of a very intricate network of leaders across the globe, some of whom that we're going to celebrate tonight. I'm so honored to be here to toast our 2025 difference makers and welcome them back home. For more than 45 years, we have recognized nearly 300 alumni, all of whom are a testament that the University of Michigan produces victors. Victors who create a positive impact not only in the workplace, but also in their communities as well as in their personal lives. These folks are equipped with a world-class education that combines academic excellence, real-world experience, and our graduates go on to build businesses, pursue careers in business, education, as well as lead nonprofit organizations. They also mentor students, they recruit fellow graduates, and they serve on boards for the University of Michigan-Dearborn. Tonight, you're here just a snippet of all the accomplishments that these awardees have had. Please be sure to read their bios in the event program so you'll have a more in-depth look at the difference that they are making in their respective communities. All of the alumni difference makers continue a legacy of leadership that has defined the University of Michigan-Dearborn. They make us so proud to call this our alma mater. This is also exemplified by campus leadership who are also joining us today. For example, Chancellor Gabriela Scarlata, Provost and Chief Academic Officer Gaston Kinde, Vice Chancellor of Institutional Advancements Cassandra Albrecht, Senior Director of Human Resources and Senior Advisor to the Chancellor, Rime Berry Hung, Dean of the College Arts, Sciences, and Letters, Dagmar Budakova, Dean of College of Business, Frederique Brunel, Dean of College of Education, Health, and Human Services, Anna Lampkin-Williams, and Dean of the College of Engineering and Computer Science, Armin Zakarian. Each of our colleges represents a unique facet of this great campus. Another facet of alumni volunteers I'd also like to recognize are our current members of the Alumni Society Board who are in attendance this evening. Will you all give us a wave or stand up? Thank you. To honor our talented graduates, each of the college deans will also present an Alumni a Year of the Award. These awards honor the graduates who have shown outstanding professional accomplishments in their field and demonstrated public service and leadership while also supporting the advancement of their respective college. Now, to announce our very first award, we'll hear from the Professor of Geography and Dean of College of Arts and Sciences and Letters, Dagmar Budakova.
Good evening, everybody. I am immensely thrilled to be here for the Alumni Difference Makers Awards. Our multifarious undergraduate and graduate academic programs reflect our commitment to leadership, learning, and student success. Our 2025 Castle Alum of the Year, Robert Peakey, is a prime example of the impact that a Castle degree can have on our graduates and their futures. Robert Peakey is the co-founder and president of Blue Ridge Advisory Services Group, a consulting firm specializing in the telecommunications and energy sectors. Under his leadership, Blue Ridge has worked to close the digital divide by delivering high-speed internet access to and underserved communities. As a result, hundreds of thousands of citizens have been connected, many via direct fiber optic networks, transforming lives and fostering economic growth. Before founding Blue Ridge Advisory Services Group, Bob served as Senior Vice President of Consulting at Chicago-based Utilities International. He has been a consulting professional for over 35 years and has spoken and written extensively on telecommunications and community development. Bob began his service to the College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters in 2018 and has provided invaluable guidance as a member and currently chair of the Castle Advisory Board and advisor to me personally as the Castle Dean. Additionally, Bob and his wife, Colleen, established the Robert and Colleen Peakey Scholarship, which was created to provide financial support to UM-Dearborn students with a preference for Castle students. Let's pause for a moment to hear more about Bob and how he has inspired those around him.
My first impression of Bob was that, frankly, he looked a little nerdy, and I thought, well, you know, hey, he's probably real smart, and sure enough, he is real smart, and I don't think of him as being nerdy anymore. Genuinely, there was hardly a board meeting that we've had that he didn't bring some wisdom and insight to whatever we were trying to do.
Bob has had a huge impact on the rural broadband market as a whole. He saw a need for quality client service management consulting in this area, and he pivoted into serving rural communities to better improve their communications infrastructure. I remember when my father passed away about 8 years ago, Bob was one of the first people to call me and to express his condolences, and I very much appreciated that. Bob is a great friend.
Well, Bob, this is a special time, and I'm just so pleased that your alma mater has chosen to honor you in a way that is so deserving. You have always been just that kind of person that's a joy to be with.
I would really like to thank Bob for believing in me as a consultant, a mentee, a colleague, and business partner. So this award is so well deserved, and I'm so happy for him, so proud of him. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn Difference Maker.
As you can see, Bob Peakey exemplifies what it means to be an alumni difference maker. Please join me in celebrating Bob, this year's 2025 College of Arts, Sciences, and Letters Alum of the Year.
first. Thank you for this terrific honor. You should be aware that I'm standing here on the shoulders of many kind people who encouraged me, nurtured me, mentored me, and showed me the kindnesses that got me here. Too many, far too many to mention tonight, but there are a few people that I would like to mention through their contributions were so significant. First, Diane Goulias, who my wife calls her my handler. In the university system, she's been a terrific resource and guide, and best of all, she's become a friend. Marty Hershock, who 7 years ago invited me to serve on the Dean's Advisory Board, was so impressed by his vision for how the college would change lives through education. And of course, Dean Dagmar, who has shown the confidence in me to invite me to serve as her lead director. I've been so impressed by her commitment to action and her vision for how this college can be nothing less than remarkable. Thank you, Diane, Marty, and Dagmar. Personal thanks to my business partner, my life partner, my best friend, Colleen. Honey, who could imagine we were married so many years ago, just 15 miles away from here on Grosse Ile on a beautiful fall day? What a journey we would be on. Thank you. Of all the people I have to acknowledge, there's one who's above all others. That's my brother, Bernard. And he's here tonight, remarkably. Bernie has made so many actions and important things that imprinted me. Too many to mention, but there are a few things that in your life you just remember as sort of a snapshot of something impactful. He bought me my first suit. Brooks Brothers, of course. He said, "This is how professionals look. This is where you need to shop." He bought me my first computer. And when I told Bernie I wanted to go to business school, he insisted that I take a GMAT prep course, and he paid for it. He said, "If you're going to do this, you'll need to go to a top 10 school, and to do that, you'll need GMAT scores in the 90th percentile." It was great advice, and it all worked out. Bernie, I haven't said this enough. Thank you. When Colleen and I established the scholarship that Dagmar mentioned, we did so without any reservations, without any conditions. We just asked that the school use this money to change lives. And they've done that. And Colleen and I commit that we will continue to pledge both our time support and our financial support to the university. We ask only that you continue your excellent work in changing lives. Thank you for this honor.
Now to present the College of Business Alum of the Year Award, please welcome to the stage Professor of Marketing and Dean of the College of Business, Frederic Brunel.
Good evening, everybody, friends of the university and honorees. Tonight, we celebrate the 2025 College of Business Alumni of the Year. We're not just recognizing a professional milestone or professional milestones in plural, but we're honoring someone whose journey inspires, whose leadership propels others forward, and whose example sets the bar for all of us. When we look at the remarkable career of Jeffrey Smith, those qualities shine through. Jeff has spent more than 4 decades shaping the automotive industry. After 31 years with Johnson Controls in Adient, and retired in 2012, as Vice President and General Manager of the global Toyota Customer Business Unit. You can just imagine the scale of that unit. Along the way, he also built experience at Ernst & Whitney, Hoover Universal, and with assignments that have taken him from Ann Arbor to Kentucky to the United Kingdom. Today, through his own firm, Jeffrey Smith LLC, he continues to share his expertise in sales, business development, strategic planning, and business transformation. But what makes Jeff truly stand out in this room is the impact he has had right here on the College of Business at the University of Michigan-Dearborn. From 2012 to 2025, he served on our board of advisors, helping guide our mission and strengthen our program. While we respect his decision to step down, we're going to miss him a lot. He gave his time generously to mentor students, conducting mock interviews, judging case competitions, and encouraging students along the way to push further than they thought possible. Together with his wife, Jeff created the Jeffrey and Donna Smith Family Scholarship, ensuring that future generations of students would have the same support to pursue their dreams. We thank the two of you for your generosity and your willingness to pay it forward. It is therefore no wonder that Jeff is recognized as a true difference maker, not only in its industry, but in our community. Before we bring him up, let's hear from someone whose life he has changed.
We met first day of class in 1973. We were both Jeff S. And so I figured probably it was worthwhile getting to know who this guy was because I was probably going to run into him again. Jeff has always been very social and very engaged in anything he did. And he has volunteered more time at UM-Dearborn than anybody that I stay in touch with. He has given a lot to this generation that's come behind him at UM-Dearborn. A defining moment in my relationship with Jeff, November 27th, 2021, Michigan 42, Ohio State 27. We were expected to lose, and suffice it to say, if we had both died on the way home, we'd have died happy. When you're 40-some years into a relationship and something like this pops up, boy, it carves a real deep memory. Jeff, we have known and stayed in touch with each other for 52 plus years now at this point. Your employers, your family, your friends, and the communities you've chosen to serve have all reaped the rewards of your efforts. I'm happy to receive firsthand confirmation that the Jeff Smith being recognized today is the same Jeff Smith I knew for all these years. Congratulations. And thank you for being the 2025 UM-Dearborn Difference Maker.
Jeff, congratulations on being named the 2025 College of Business Alum of the Year. The recognition is so well deserved, and we are very incredibly proud of everything you've done. Please join me in welcoming Jeff.
probably repeat a few things that Frederick mentioned, but I'll try to not say everything. I mentioned to my wife, Donna, that I was going to use AI to generate my remarks this evening. Her response was, "You've had artificial intelligence since the day we met." Anyway, I ignored her remark and used ChatGPT anyway. And it asked me to include a few key reference points relative to my college years. So I listed handheld calculator, computer punch cards, used textbooks, spiral notebooks, and low tuition costs. ChatGPT returned its response in 5 seconds. It said, "Be brief, be bold, and be gone." First, I'd like to thank Dean Brunel, the faculty and staff from the College of Business for their support in this high honor. I'd also like to thank my wife, Donna, as she has supported me for 42 years on our life's journey, and without her support, I wouldn't be standing here today. 48 short years ago, I graduated from the College of Business with a job offer in hand due to the strength of the internship program here. I began my career, as Frederick said, in public accounting and transitioned to a career working for one of our major corporate clients, Johnson Controls, where I stayed for 31 years before retiring 13 years ago. While I moved out of the accounting side of the business in the mid-'80s, my career would not have been possible without the strong foundation laid here. I had the opportunity to travel the world while also enjoying assignments living out of state in Kentucky and over in the UK. And these moves presented our family with challenges, but also a wealth of learning experiences. I don't see many students here today, but I'd like to emphasize that throughout my career, and still true today, is my attachment to relationships. From family to friends to former work colleagues to the community where we live and the organizations I've engaged with, these connections have been vital to my being. If I have any advice for students today, it would be get involved, get out of your comfort zone, build bridges, and most importantly, build lasting relationships that won't be found on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or other social media platforms. Now back to the College of Business. It was a pleasure serving on the board of advisors of the college for the last 13 years. As Frederick said, I recently stepped down to provide an opportunity for another alum to have the same experience. I particularly enjoyed, as he mentioned, seeing the evolution of the College of Business, the student mentoring and mock interview sessions I attended, roundtable discussions, and even the judging of supply chain case study competitions, which I knew nothing about. My involvement on the board was a springboard to finding other ways to give back to our greater community. So in 2015, I joined the Northville Rotary Club, and I've served in numerous leadership capacities within that service organization, and I'm still active today. I've also volunteered with Tax Aid and Free Bikes for Kids in Detroit, to name a few others. To conclude, I truly appreciate this recognition. I value the relationships that I have developed through the university, and I will remain committed to our financial support through the funding of scholarships for future Wolverines. Thank you for your time, and go Blue.
Congratulations, Jeffrey, and thank you, Dean Brunel. Next, please join me in welcoming the Dean of College of Education, Health and Human Services, Anna Lampkin-Williams.
Thank you. At the University of Michigan-Dearborn, we are an active partner in addressing the challenges our communities face. So when it came time to select this year's College of Education, Health and Human Services Alum of the Year, we chose a champion for STEM education. Dr. Mary Starr serves as Executive Director of the Michigan Mathematics and Science Leadership Network, advancing equitable, high-quality mathematics and science education across the state since 2013. Mary also leads STAR and Associates, supporting STEM innovation, curriculum development, and teacher professional learning nationwide. A 3-time graduate of the University of Michigan, including a bachelor's with honors and a teaching certificate from UM-Dearborn. Mary is a valued member of the Alumni Society Board, a former employee of the College of Education, Health, and Human Services, and a regular participant in campus and alumni events. Mary has co-led state and national STEM initiatives, including Open Science Ed and NSF funding projects, authored project-based curricula, and played key roles in science leadership organizations. As a member of Michigan Science Assessment Writing Panel, she continues to shape K-12 education throughout the state. Her outstanding contributions earned her the National Science Education Leadership Association's Outstanding Leadership in Science Education Award in 2024. Let's hear a bit more about Mary from those close to her.
My first impression of Mary is that she's a force of nature. She thinks globally, and then she has the ability to make it work from the bottom up or from the top down, doesn't matter, that she is just a force of nature. Over the last 10 years or so, she was the executive director of the Math and Science Centers in the state. She has pushed forward science education both locally in the state of Michigan, nationally as well as internationally.
Mary and I met more than 30 years ago when we were both in the science education doctoral program in the College of Education at the University of Michigan. We graduated together, so we walked together, and she walked with her son, who was barely toddling at the time. She is a scholar, an educator, and a mom, all rolled into one, and it just changed the way that I thought about what the profession could be.
Mary is deserving of this award because she has literally spent her career building up our next generation of mathematically and scientifically thinking children and adults.
Thank you for being my mentor and my collaborator and my friend for all of these years. I love that that we are friends and part of one another's families, and I can't imagine life without you. Congratulations, Mary.
Mary, you have inspired me to be a more confident science educator. Thank you for your kindness, support, and love. Congratulations, Mary. You deserve this honor. Love you. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn Difference Maker.
Mary has made, thank you. I'm so excited. I didn't give you a chance to applaud. I really am. Mary has made a big impact on those she inspires, which is why we are honored to recognize her as the 2025 College of Education, Health, and Human Services Alum of the Year. Congratulations, Mary.
Okay, my misbehaving people back there. Just a moment for me and my husband. Tomorrow is our 39th wedding anniversary. It's a great honor to be seen as a difference maker at Dearborn. I'm very appreciative and extend my thanks to the faculty and staff here who were kind enough to nominate me. Thanks to everybody who came tonight. You can hear all the folks. In addition to my family, Many friends have taken their time to be here from all across the country to support me, to congratulate me, and to be part of this beautiful evening. I couldn't be a difference maker without their love and support. It doesn't work where you stand on your own. You stand on the shoulders of everyone around you, and in my case, the shoulders of giants. My friends and family include almost uncountable numbers and multiple generations of Dearborn grads. My husband Joe and I count 10 UM-Dearborn degrees in our family alone, just us. And then there are degrees from our friends, our siblings, their friends, their children. It goes on and on. And we are all so appreciative of the impact that Dearborn and our Dearborn degrees have had on our lives. I came to be a teacher here at Dearborn a long time ago. We didn't really know at the time that there were other options for where to go to school. And honestly, we couldn't afford for me to go away. So Dearborn was in the backyard, and everybody in the neighborhood, in fact, the whole neighborhood, came to U of M Dearborn. So that's what I did too. What I didn't know when I got here was that in my backyard were world-class educators that would help me become a great teacher. As a student in the School of Education, and now the College of Education, Health and Human Services, and a science and math certificate candidate, I took classes across campus. I was prepared as a math teacher by Dr. Verhey, Dr. Millis, and Dr. Dulke, and as a science teacher by Dr. Paul Zitzowitz, and Dr. Oren Gelderloos. And I hope you all had an opportunity to study with either or any of them, because Dr. Gelderloos changed my life. But the School of Education was my home, and I could not have anticipated the visionary faculty here that would shape my career and how I approach educational challenges to this day. Dr. Romatowski, Dr. Trepanier-Street, and my mentor, Dr. Moyer, provided the foundation for me to make a difference in education over the last 4 decades. The College of Education, Health and Human Services continues to educate difference makers. Most of them will not find their way to this or any microphone because their work is often quiet or ignored or questioned. But every day they enter classrooms of Southeast Michigan and beyond, and they make a difference for K-12 students. They continue to use the foundational knowledge and skills provided to them here to successfully guide the learners they work with. I am glad to represent them and to elevate their work in this challenging moment. In our family, we are extremely proud of our Michigan heritage. So remember, everywhere you go, go blue.
Congratulations, Mary, and happy anniversary. And thank you, Dean Lampkin-Williams. Please welcome Professor of Industrial Manufacturing Systems Engineering and Dean of College of Engineering and Computer Science, Armi Zakarian.
Good evening, everyone. Since its establishment over 65 years ago, the College of Engineering and Computer Sciences achievements have been bolstered by the team of skilled faculty, dedicated staff, and immersive learning experiences. It goes without saying that our students and alumni are the epicenter of our contributions to tackling and solving real-world challenges. Ashwini Balasubramanian serves as the head of motorcycle development strategy and operations at Harley-Davidson, overseeing motorcycle development strategy and efficiency, test operations, product regulatory affairs, and innovation advanced development teams. She leads a team of over 200 engineers and drives the development of tools and techniques that advance motorcycle design and development. Prior to this role, she spent 20 years
working for companies like Bosch, Toyota, ZF, and Martin Rea. She's a true leader. Her leadership has earned her significant industry recognition. Automotive News named her a rising star in 2019 for her industry contributions, and she received the Society of Women's Engineers Engage Advocate Award and the Center for Automotive Diversity, Inclusion, and Advancement Part 1 Award in 2023. In 2024, Inforum named her an Inner Circle honoree for her impact on women in automotive. Ashwini serves on the Industry Advisory Board at the College of Engineering and Computer Science at the University of Michigan-Dearborn and was honored to serve as the commencement speaker for UM-Dearborn's graduate ceremony in spring 2024. Let's hear a bit more about how Ashwini is inspiring her industry and giving it back every step of the way.
Ashwini has inspired me in many ways. She has given me direction, strength, and confidence to deal with the situation and kind of bring perspective to it. Ashwini has made a lot of impact in my life, but the biggest impact, I think, is for her to be the strength and in keeping our friendship moving forward. Ashwini would be the person who would be reaching out to me and saying, "What are you doing? Why are you not reaching out to me? Let's get together, talk," and kind of bring me out of my shell at that point. I also am very thankful and grateful to her for that. She is very deserving of the Alumni of the Year award. An alumni is a person who represents the university outside even after they graduate. And I think Ashwini does that more than anybody else I know. Ashwini's work ethic is impeccable. She has a high level of integrity, and she is very generous also in terms of supporting people. And that's one of the things I admire about her. Ashwini, many congratulations on this award. You deserve this award and every bit of it. Your professional engagement, your excellence in everything that you do, your integrity, and your ability to be driven and keep yourself driven, no matter the situation, all kind of speak to this award. And my very best and congratulations to you. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Well, please join me in congratulating Ashwini Balasubramanian, the 2025 College of Engineering and Computer Science Alum of the Year. Ashwini.
Hard to hold back tears. 23 years ago, as an immigrant, I walked into the engineering campus at University of Michigan-Dearborn with a backpack full of dreams and heart full of questions. Tonight, I return here with perspectives that have been shaped by experiences and a heart filled with gratitude, pride, and humility. It's such a tremendous honor to receive this award tonight, along with all the other remarkable honorees. Congratulations on all your accomplishments and for everything you do for the community. I want to begin by thanking my parents, who instilled in me a foundational value system that was always rooted in a growth mindset. To my husband, Ravi, you are my rock. I love you more than words can ever express. To my children, Riti and Shiv, your quiet, unwavering support in only ways kids can provide means the world to me. To my mother-in-law, thank you for giving me Ravi. To my brother, my best friend, Partha, who's here from Houston, thank you for your steady allyship. I love you, brother. To my friends, Vijay and Muthu, thank you for always celebrating my wins as if they were your own. Can't replace that. And to Kim Zamek, Thank you for believing in me and trusting me to lead the nonprofit Automotive Women's Alliance Foundation that you founded 30 years ago. And last but not the least, thanks to Interim Provost Dr. Cridley for including me on his advisory board for the College of Engineering at Dearborn. As an engineer, I've always thought our best innovations come not just from technical mastery, but from the courage to ask, what if? And the relentless pursuit of the answers, even when they're not easy. When I think about my early days in India, and all the way my journey to Harley-Davidson right now, it's been nothing but linear, right? I'm sure just like everybody else's. But they've been filled with what-if moments, and they've challenged me to grow, adapt, and lead with purpose. This recognition for me is not just a personal milestone. It's a tribute to the journey that began in the classrooms of this campus, where curiosity met challenge, and where I learned how to solve problems with creativity and courage. It's also a celebration of the Dearborn spirit, one that empowers difference makers, innovators, and leaders. I am proud to be part of a community that values impact, service, and the pursuit of excellence. To everyone gathered here tonight, let's keep asking what if, and never stop believing in your potential. Thank you, Dearborn, for this incredible honor. Let's continue to engineer, not just machines, but meaningful change, which is so important right now. Together, let's build futures that are worth riding toward for everyone around us. Go Blue.
Thank you, Dean Zakarian, and congratulations, Ashwini. Next is the Alumni Service Award. This award honors someone who has shown leadership and service to the Office of Alumni Engagement and to campus. It recognizes an alumni who has distinguished themselves by the energy, the effort, and the creativity they demonstrate in supporting U of M Dearborn. To present this next award, please join me in welcoming Director of Alumni Engagement, Mark Forrest.
Good evening. The Office of Alumni Engagement is honored to get to know our closest volunteers through their leadership and continued commitment to serving our students and our campus. The next award recipient is one example of the high levels of service and dedication our alumni have for their alma mater. Mary Laura Brown is an internationally recognized thought leader, author, and public speaker who has made extraordinary contributions to the University of Michigan-Dearborn. A proud College of Business alum with a degree in finance and a minor in philosophy, Mary is deeply committed to advancing student, alumni, and community success at UM-Dearborn. Mary served as a founding member of the College of Business Dean's Board of Advisors from 1993 to 2015, rejoining in 2024 to lead the Executive Skills Task Force. Mary has excelled as a CPA, senior executive, startup and turnaround expert, and mentor to corporate leaders. She serves as an expert resource for Vistage International, leading leadership workshops for CEOs and emerging executives worldwide. Mary's vision has driven alumni and student engagement. She founded the Celebration of Excellence in 2002 to re-engage alumni and support vital endowments, and led fundraising for the Richard E. Zernecki Scholarship and Collegiate Professorship Celebration event in 2020. Mary has delivered numerous seminars and workshops for UM-Dearborn on leadership, self-awareness, entrepreneurship, and more, and continues to champion the university. It's easy to understand why Mary is a true difference maker in her field. Let's take a moment to hear how she has inspired the lives of those around her.
I've known Mary for over 46 years. She graduated in 1979 and joined Ernst & Young at that time, where I was already employed. She had the maturity beyond others in her peer group.
I met Mary about 25 years ago. She came to one of my finance case study classes for undergraduates to share her finance expertise. She really wants our students to have strong skills when they leave our program, and she's willing to put a lot of work into helping them get there.
She and I have worked together on many campaigns, co-founded a scholarship fund to honor a professor in accounting named Dick Zarnecki.
Mary has really inspired the other Board of Advisors members. She kind of takes what everybody has contributed and turns it into deliverables. For example, a reading list, a list of TED Talks, and then a list of potential workshops and seminars that could be used to help the undergraduate students.
Mary, I want to congratulate you on this award. Hopefully, we'll continue to know each other in a work environment and support the U of M-Dearborn campus.
Mary, it is a pleasure working with you. Thank you for your generosity with your time and your talent. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Mary, we are forever grateful for your unwavering dedication and support of UM-Dearborn. Congratulations on being the 2025 UM-Dearborn Alumni Service Award recipient. Let's welcome Mary.
Hello, everyone. Well, first I want to thank Dean Brunel and Associate Dean Claudia Coker and my fellow College of Business Board of Advisors, John McCrae and Christy Jones, for being with me here tonight. To my, I'm going to use my little trick of counting. Okay, so to my family and friends who couldn't be here, thank you for your beautiful messages. I truly feel the love. And to my husband, Michael, thank you for sharing your life with me and for your infinite love. 30 plus years ago, several careers ago, I received the University of Michigan-Dearborn Distinguished Alumnus Award. And at that time, my parents were in the audience, as was my accounting professor, Dr. Zarnecki. And while they've since passed and they're not physically here to be with us today, their influence is. My parents were a shining example Thanks. My parents were a shining example of a life devoted to service. Though they had little, they consistently gave, sharing food, clothing, their time, money, and energy to help others and to further good causes. Dr. Zarnecki was of highest service to his students, to the university, to his family and the accounting profession. He said that being of service is a profound investment because in return, you receive psychic income. And then he always added with a smile, the best part about psychic income is that it's not taxable. So I'm very thankful for the contribution that this university has made to my education, to my livelihood, to my success. It's truly my honor to give back and to be of service to this institution. I've found that giving and receiving to be a continuous circular dance. And when I know that I'm of highest and best service, I'm richly rewarded. And when I know that I truly am helping and contributing and making a difference and being of service, I become inspired, infused with spirit. So I thank you for this humbling recognition, for the inspiration, and for this non-taxable reward.
Our next award is the Graduate of the Last Decade Alum of the Year. As the name suggests, the award is given to a graduate who celebrated their commencement within the last 10 years. They distinguished themselves through their connections to the university or efforts in the community and have also begun to distinguish themselves in their chosen profession. This year's Graduate of the Last Decade Alum of the Year, Matthew Carter, is quickly making his mark and leaving a positive legacy. Matthew Carter, a proud U.S. Army veteran, honed leadership, discipline, and integrity as a military police officer before embarking on a remarkable journey in the insurance industry. As the current senior underwriter in excess casualty at Chubb, Matthew pairs technical expertise with strategic foresight, managing complex risk portfolios for the world's largest but publicly traded property and casualty insurance company. Matthew's prior role as Vice President, Commercial Lines at USI Insurance Services saw him driving business growth and client satisfaction across Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. His contributions to the industry were recognized with his inclusion in the Michigan Chronicle's 40 Under 40 class of 2020. Since graduating, he has remained deeply engaged. Matt participated in a fall 2022 alumni veterans panel, and 2023, he joined the UM-Dearborn Alumni Society Board, or ASB, where he has continued to mentor students and champion alumni engagement. That same year, he served as the keynote speaker for the military-affiliated commencement celebration for fall term graduates. In July 2025, his leadership continued with his appointment as the ASB chair. Let's hear a bit more about how Matt has influenced his peers through mentorship and by being an inspired leader.
The thing that inspires me about Matt is that he has drive and ambition. He's looking for ways that he can be a better proponent for society, and I think he's on track to do that.
And from the very beginning, I could see that his military background plays a very important role in his work ethics. Matt belongs to a professional organization that's in the local area, which is the African American Insurance Association. He contributes towards our charity endeavors. He just doesn't speak to speak, he really walks it. That defines a man's integrity.
The defining moment I can remember about Matt is when he asked me to be in attendance for his daughter's baptismal at his grandmother's church. It was very inspiring to me and it enlightened my life, and I remember that memory like it was yesterday.
I believe Matt is deeply deserving of the award because he represents the best of what an alumnus can be: disciplined, service-oriented, and committed to lifting up others.
Matt, I want to congratulate you for winning this award. This is a good reflection of who you are as a person and what you bring to society. And this is one more step to getting closer to having that statue. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn Difference Maker.
Join me in congratulating Matt Carter, UM-Dearborn's 2025 Graduate of the Last Decade Alum of the Year.
Well, it's a good thing I got the tears out before I came up on stage, because that would be kind of silly. Geez. So, I wanted to start off by just giving a heartfelt thank you. I mean, I'm honored to be recognized by the college, and I'm humbled to be standing in front of all of you today. I never would have thought in a million years that I'd be up here receiving an award from the University of Michigan or the University of Michigan-Dearborn. When I was in high school, I had teachers tell me that I was never going to amount to anything. I had one teacher, she said that I was going to end up dead or in prison before I was 21. I'm so glad I proved her wrong. I've had family members that aren't here tell me that I wasn't smart enough to get into U of M. Look at me now. I graduated with distinction. I've done everything in my power to prove everyone wrong. Their rejection created my obsession. I'd like to specifically thank the college for this wonderful honor. Mark, we work closely together. Thank you for all you do. To my parents, thank you for giving me the base level of what I need to be up here today. I would watch my dad wake up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning and go do a job that he hated to give us what he didn't have. Dad, you're the real hero. To my wife, we did it, baby, we still here. To my kids, I do all of this for you, every bit of it. I want you to see what you can do when you work hard, even when they tell you that you can't do it. To my friends, I salute you all. You know you all back there, David, Chad, Mark, Quentin. I love you all, and I love you because you push me to be better. Anytime I came at you guys with a crazy excuse of why I couldn't do something, you told me, nah, that's not how it works. Get out there and get back to work. And I did, and I plan to keep going. So I won't take up too much more time. I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I'm honored to be here with you all. Thank you.
To introduce the 2025 Alumni Business of the Year Award, please welcome to the stage Vice Chancellor for Institutional Advancement, Cassandra Ulbrich.
Oh, good evening. Move that down. So 5 years ago, U of M-Dearborn created the University of Michigan-Dearborn Alum Business of the Year Award to highlight the amazing work that alumni-owned businesses are doing in our communities. This year's recipient, Pop Daddy Snacks, continues to redefine snack time. Pop Daddy Snacks is a Michigan-based company recognized for its adventurous approach to snacking. Founded in 2013 by Mark and Aaron Sarafa, Pop Daddy began with a quest to create delicious, better-for-you popcorn. With encouragement from his family, Mark transformed his homemade recipes into a fast-growing business guided by the mantra, bold snacks made with big heart. Built on a foundation of local sourcing and premium ingredients, Pop Daddy features signature ruby red popcorn kernels from a nearby family farm. In 2018, the launch of their seasoned pretzels propelled Pop Daddy into new realms of popularity. Today, Pop Daddy offers over 25 snack varieties free of MSG and artificial additives. Mark Sarafa brings over 20 years of experience in the food and beverage industry. The company now employs more than 140 people across the production facility in Howell and a Novi distribution center, supplying snacks to over 30,000 retail locations in the U.S. and 6 countries worldwide. Mark's commitment to U of M-Dearborn shines through his generosity and engagement with the campus. He has donated Pop Daddy snacks to signature events and recently served as a judge for the U of M-Dearborn Business Idea Pitch Competition. Let's take a moment to hear a bit more about the impact that Pop Daddy Snacks is having in the community.
The first time I met Mark Sarafa was at a Farmer Jack supermarket, and I was on my knees stocking a shelf, and he was wearing a suit, making sure I was doing it right. So my first impression was, who is this guy? We became fast friends, and we've been friends for 32 years. A defining moment in Mark's and my relationship was probably when I witnessed him on the phone with his wife, Erin, talking about whether or not they should buy an expensive popcorn production machine and go all in with Pop Daddy, or should he just go find a job? And I was trying to talk him out of it. I said, dude, go get a job, but he didn't listen. What inspires me about Mark Sarafa is his capacity for information. He has an uncanny way of getting the most out of people and making people want to give their best. I think Mark is deserving of this award because he is he's a true servant leader. He will extend a hand to help anybody in the business, even a competitor. Mark and I's fathers were good friends. We joke around sometimes like they're watching us. And it's an inspiration, for sure, from our dads and him. But Mark, congratulations on this award. Couldn't go to a better person. And I feel like it's a privilege that I was able to be with you. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn difference maker.
Mark, please join me on stage so we can congratulate Pop Daddy Snacks on being the recipient of the 2025 UM-Dearborn Alumni Business of the Year Award.
So I've had a lot of questions about why I don't have a headshot up here. It was shameless advertising. Did anybody go to our website and order any products? Actually, I missed the deadline for the headshot. That's the truth. So anyway, I'm not a great public speaker, especially after going after Matthew, but I have a few notes here. So I want to thank the university. I want to thank Aaron Vestran for reconnecting me with the university about 2 years ago and getting involved. I love being here. I love being back on campus, so thank you for that. So my parents instilled both the value of hard work and education. I'm the youngest of 5. They instilled it in all of us. What the U of M-Dearborn allowed me to do is work full-time and go to school full-time. And it was very convenient. The class schedule was fantastic. I was able to do both, and I loved working. I loved going to school, and it was a great opportunity here to do both. So I don't handle individual recognition well. I feel so many people have had a hand in our success as a company. The business started in our basement. When business starts in your basement, your family has to be involved, right? So first, I have to call out my co-founder, my business partner, my wife of 30 years, Erin. Can we give her a hand? My son, JT, who is not here today, he's in Florida enjoying a hurricane, I think. But JT taught me that you can succeed even as an underdog. He had a rough high school sports experience, which ended up turning out very well with some hard work. My daughter, Grace, who is here, thank you, Grace, for coming in, taught me the importance of faith and prayer, and I'm very grateful for both of those lessons. Let's see. I'm the youngest of 5 children. My 4 older siblings, I couldn't ask for better role models. I'm grateful for all 4 of them. They've given me and the business unwavering support, and I always knew I had a place to fall back if we ever were not successful. And that was one of the advantages I had. And then last but not least, I want to ask everybody from the Pop Daddy team to please stand up. None of us, we would not be here today without you guys. Please stand. Let's go. Get up. These guys, they push me. They make me better. They're not yes people. They push me in different directions, and I am grateful. I can't tell you how much I love you guys and how grateful Erin and I are for all of you. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
This event would not be complete without honoring our 2025 Distinguished Alum of the Year. To recognize our alum, please welcome to the stage Chancellor Gabriella Scarlatta, who's my boss, and I should have known I was supposed to recognize her.
Hello, everybody. My name is Gabriella Scarlatta. I serve right now as the interim chancellor, and I'm having a great time. I shouldn't because it's work, but I'm really, really enjoying my role. So thanks for being here, all of you. The Distinguished Alum of the Year Awards honors a graduate with exceptional achievements in their profession, outstanding contribution to the field, and extraordinary dedication to the community. This year's recipient, Rita Talib, perfectly exemplifies the essence of the award. A proud native Detroiter and daughter of Lebanese Muslim immigrants, Rita is recognized for her transformative leadership in social justice, civic engagement, and entrepreneurship. With 15 years of nonprofit experience, Rita is the founder and CEO of Dreamcatcher Innovations, serving clients nationwide in nonprofit development, program and strategy design, fundraising, DE&I advocacy, and movement building. Rita's grassroots servant leadership bridges decarceration, entrepreneurship, and civic engagement. She's nationally recognized for her children's book series, Ordinary People with Extraordinary Superpowers, which centers the Arab and Muslim family experience with incarceration, thus uplifting often marginalized voices. Rita's entrepreneurial impact is reflected in her service at the University of Michigan-Dearborn, where she created and led the She Means Business pitch competition at the UM-Dearborn's College of Business, coaching participants and ensuring wraparound services for their growth. Her UM-Dearborn commitment further includes leading workshops, mentorship, and being featured as an alumni spotlight, helping foster connections among students and the Metro Detroit community. Beyond UM-Dearborn, Rita's leadership with the Arab American Women's Business Council has brought vital resources to hundreds of small business owners, including youth leadership initiatives, and cross-industry partnerships. Let's pause now for a moment to hear a bit more about Rita's lifelong commitment to uplifting communities, expanding opportunities, and cultivating future change makers.
The thing that inspires me the most about Rita is how she has taken her own personal story of hardship and difficulty as a child, and she's really turned it into something beautiful. She wrote a children's book so other kids who are impacted by the criminal justice system know that there's someone else who went through something similar and can have a place to go to be able to connect.
What inspires me most about Rita is her determination to support others, her determination to get things done, and her advocacy for her community, to entrepreneurs, specifically women entrepreneurs in the city of Dearborn. She helps coach, mentor, and help find the right funding to get them started. And that was inspiring for me as a councilman to partner with her and try and give them more resources to empower what she's doing.
A defining moment with Rita is really watching her at a book signing and being able to see all of the folks that are so incredibly inspired by her.
I think Rita is deserving of this award because of her selflessness and her selfless actions to make our community better. I've seen her firsthand advocate for things that matter most to our community. And I've seen her firsthand advocate for those who can't advocate for themselves. She's awesome, and she's definitely deserving of this award.
Rita is the most deserving of this award because she has completely dedicated her life and her career to positively impacting people's lives. Rita, congratulations. You deserve this more than anyone. I am so proud of you. You continue to amaze me, and I am gonna continue to be your cheerleader on your side. And thank you for being a 2025 UM-Dearborn difference maker.
It is now my honor to recognize Rita Talib as the 2025 UM-Dearborn Distinguished Alum of the Year.
We made it. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. It's such a joy to be in community with all of you tonight at my beloved alma mater, the University of Michigan-Dearborn. It's truly a blessing in life to be living in your purpose. Much of the work I do is behind the scenes. So for others to make the time to publicly acknowledge me, it's truly a blessing. Each of the incredible people being awarded tonight are a thread woven into an unbreakable tapestry of excellence. I'm honored to be joining the ranks of past recipients for this coveted recognition. For me and so many others, U of M-Dearborn really remains home away from home, a beacon of hope for trailblazers, a space and place where curiosity, tenacity, excellence, innovation, and resilience converge in service of students who are eager to realize their dreams and the dreams of their parents and ancestors. It's a treasured space where faculty become family. A campus rooted in the diverse communities that serve as the bedrock and heartbeat of our city, the coffee capital of Michigan, home to the largest concentration of Arab Americans in the US, where we elected proudly our first Arab and Muslim mayor in our great city of Dearborn. Tonight isn't just another awards dinner for me. It's a historic, defining moment for my family, a blue-collar immigrant family who fled a civil war in search of refuge and the pursuit of a better life. And to my future children, for them to follow in their mama's step one day and hopefully to surpass. I'd like to thank my village, the extraordinary human beings, the community servants, the proximate leaders, my family, all of whom I have the great privilege of serving our communities with. I'd like to thank my mama, Mrs. Miriam Talib, for her faithful devotion and dedication to my siblings and I. Thank you, Mama, for the incomparable imprint you've had on my life's work. Any good I'm able to create in this world is because of you. To all my siblings, thank you for the positive contributions and the life lessons you've imparted along the way. A special thank you to my big sister, Najwa, who has taught me more about life than any classroom could. I love you, Najwa. Thank you to my sister, Mrs. Amal Beydoun, for being the second mama in our family. We are nothing without you. Thank you to my brother, Mr. Saeed Talib, who is the original trailblazer in my family, an Army veteran who served our country, the first to graduate U of M-Dearborn, and then going on to become the first attorney in our family. You will always be my hero and the best daddy to Milana and Gaby. I'm also accepting this award in loving memory of my father and my sister Salem. Thank you again to everybody, and especially to the extraordinary Dr. Gloria Eneb House, my former professor at U of M, who helped me find my voice, introduced me to Arab American women writers, later becoming the genius editor of my books. I'm eternally grateful for your presence and your sisterhood in my life. Professor Marty Hershak, who I had the pleasure of serving on his advisory board. I'm honored to call you my friend, Marty. Leah and Matt, founders of Just Poetry at Wayne State University. I'm honored to be fighting the good fight with you to help create a world with more care and less cages. Mrs. Lamise Srour and Principal Sue Stanley, thank you for all you do for our students, for welcoming me into our public schools. My dear friend Huda, for your friendship and sisterhood, and my dear friend, Mr. Amr Zar, whose mentorship and friendship remains a blessing. I'd like to close by making a special public announcement this evening, right here where my educational journey took roots. While my mom was not able to be here tonight, I'm proud to announce the establishment of the Miriam and Rita Talib Scholarship, which will be offered beginning in the fall of 2026. This scholarship is a milestone in our family's legacy, and I hope it will serve first-generation students for years to come. Thank you again, and go Blue.
Whoa, amazing. Thank you, Chancellor. Congratulations, Rita. That concludes our program this evening, you all. Not yet. One moment. One moment. Before we go, let's hear a round of applause for our 2025 Alumni Difference Makers. I know, I speak for everyone in this room when I say we are proud and we are honored to call you U of M alumni. You are outstanding role models for our students, and you epitomize what is best about our university. Thank you, and I hope you all enjoyed this evening's programs. Have a great rest of your evening. Go Blue and go Dearborn.